What up, bitches? It's the ultimate life form Shadow the Hedgehog speaking, and I'm here with a blue retard and the white snowflake. Introduce yourselves already.
Okay, first of all, you didn't have to bring up our color. That's kinda racist.
Racist, you say? You literally said this.
Hey, Shadow. Long time no see. Looks like these black creatures really mean business.
It wasn't meant for humans. Also, you rolled with it.
Disgusting black creatures. Get out of my sight.
Don't remember.
Of course you don't.
Can we get to the point of this video before this pointless conversation gets any longer?
Okay. Normally we don't do these type of videos. But since this year is almost ending, I guess we can make one more. And remember, this is a list we all agreed with. Right.
Fine.
Whatever you say, yeah.
Today we're talking about our top 10 favorite movies of the year. Also, before we begin, there will be spoilers. So if you still haven't seen any of those movies on our list yet and still want to watch them, then click off this video right now. Okay, let's get this started. Number 10. Jurassic World Rebirth.
Why is that movie on the top 10 list? It was good but forgettable.
The movie was great. We all know that Scarlett Johansson was the best part about it.
Agreed. And the CGI was very good. Garrett Edwards has done a wonderful job with the dinosaurs. Also, I thought the characters were actually decent.
Bro, I can't even remember any of their names. But what I do know is the fact that that one dinosaur around the third act of the movie is one of the most horrific looking dinosaurs I've ever seen. Like seriously, is that even a dinosaur? Because that thing looks more like an alien. It doesn't even have any eyes. And that thing looks close to the size of a kaiju.
Okay, Silver, we get the picture. Anyway, the last thing I could say is that the soundtrack was also great. That theme song, mixed with the original theme, was quite a great move from the composer of the movie.
Yeah. Let's move on to number 9. Otherwise we would be here for a long while. Number 9. Superman. Yep. The movie is not as bad as people say it is. I personally enjoyed it. I think it's a nice reintroduction to the character. Yes, the movie has its flaws, like the questionable CGI at times, and that people say that this version of Superman is weak, but other than that, I still like the movie.
I still think Man of Steel is way better.
That's okay. As long as you're not one of those toxic-ass Snyder fanboys.
Nah, I have a life outside of the internet, you know.
And that's obviously collecting more guns, right?
You're damn right.
Can we talk about how Lex Luthor is without a doubt the biggest movie villain hater of the year? That man wanted Superman dead until the end of Earth.
He definitely had Superman living rent-free in his head 24/7. That one game moment had me laughing my ass off.
Anyway, I think my only issue with the movie is there are way too many characters. Most of them don't even matter at all. I thought Lois Lane was alright, but characters like Cat Grant was such a nothing character.
Well, I think they should have made her a cameo and save her for Supergirl.
Krypto was awesome though. As for the soundtrack, same opinion as Jurassic World Rebirth. But there is that one song that sounds like it comes straight out of the Batman. But instead, it was used for that old pathetic fat ass of a man that got dropped by the hottest character in the movie.
You mean Dora the Explorer? Then yeah.
I think Guy the Green Lantern is way better.
Of course you do, Green Lantern the Hedgehog.
Fuck off, simp.
Forget about these weirdos, because Mr. Goddamn Terrific is the best out of the three and one of the best characters in the movie. Also, Supergirl is hotter. But complicated. Does anyone have anything else to say?
No.
Well, I got nothing else to say other than DCU probably getting some lawsuits. Consider the name Ultraman was based off the Japanese character.
Well, you're kinda wrong about that, because the Ultraman from Superman was made before Toho's Ultraman was a thing. In fact, it's 2 years older than the character. So I wonder if the complete opposite happened.
Who knows? Anyway, let's move on to number 8. Number 8. Sinners. The movie that gave Shamik Moore a midlife crisis.
That is a good one.
Josh Allen as well.
You don't have to worry about Josh Allen. Consider Haley is currently pregnant.
Wait, really?
Yeah. You haven't heard?
No. But that's nice to hear. You know he fucked up whenever Haley was looking at him like this. She basically said,
Boy, if you don't get the fuck out my face.
I know damn well Haley was thinking about Shamik when she said that.
Okay, enough about the jokes. Let's talk about the movie itself.
Okay, fine. Anyway, Sinners was definitely one hell of a funny horrific ride. I really like how it took place during the 1930s, back in the day, when America used to be a lot more racist and historical shit.
So who's your favorite Sinners character?
Gotta say Sammy,
Of course you like the main character.
because he got the talent. He can play guitar very well, has an amazing voice, and on top of that, he became a man. Even so, Caroline's thing between her legs probably smelled worse than a dead fish.
Damn. I mean, you're not wrong. She also said she had another man, which makes it even worse. Anyway, my favorite Sinners character is Stack,
Why Stack?
because that man is a winner for banging 2 women.
Shadow. That's not Stack, that's Smoke.
Oh.
But Stack is still pretty cool though. He's a real G for saving Sammy and being like the only survivor and killed all the racist bastards at the end of the movie.
Agreed. Stack was awesome. Smoke as well, and as for Mary, well, I think we already know.
Honestly, Annie was basically there just to get fucked by Smoke and die to prevent her from being a vampire.
You can say the same thing towards that Asian man and woman. Both of them have a kid and decided to go to that party, and guess what happened? Both of them died. I feel bad for their daughter.
You mean Bo and Grace?
Who else could I be talking about? They're the only Asian American characters in the movie. Also, I want to say, Remuk was actually a good and Nora farmer. But the amount of drool in the movie made me want to kill myself.
Speaking of Remuk, I have a question. Where in the absolute hell were these guys at? They appeared at the beginning of the movie, and we never saw them again.
Let's be honest. The characters would have been way too OP.
Whatever. Also, the music is good. Sammy was the best part in it.
Let's move on to number 7.
Number 7.
Hell yeah! K-pop Demon Hunters. Zoe is the best.
Silver, calm your fanboy ass down.
Why, she's the best out of the group.
That title goes to Mira and you know it.
Doesn't matter who is better. Rumi is better than both of them.
No!
Yes! She's the greatest singer in the movie, and no one will ever change my mind. Anyway, thoughts on the Saja boys?
I don't give a shit about them. And their soda pop song is overrated as fuck.
Hey, you do not slander the Saja boys like that.
Why not? They're lame as hell.
Because they are peak fiction.
I thought her Zoe was peak fiction.
She is.
What's your favorite song of the movie then?
Golden. That song has almost 1 billion views in 6 months.
I love Takedown.
I like how it's done.
We all know that Takedown is better.
We? Who the fuck is we?
Me and Silver.
I never agreed with you, so fuck off.
Anyway, I think the Demon Hunters can definitely hang out with Ashiras, aka the Demon Slayers.
Well, that's actually the definition of no shit. The whole slaying demons trope has been used in a lot of franchises.
Can we also talk about how great the animation was?
It was good but wasn't really mind-blowing.
Whatever, I think the animation was great because of the funny-ass facial expressions.
Good for you, Sonic.
Anyway, let's move on to number 6. Number 6. The Fantastic Four First Steps, one of the MCU's best superhero movies. And I will stand by that.
It definitely was awesome. This is one of the best Fantastic Four movies. Fuck the one from 10 years ago.
I love how the movie has that retro-futuristic look. It takes place in the 60s, but it has flying cars and very advanced technology. This is something Peter Thiel wanted.
It's close enough. There is only one flying car in the movie.
Who do you think is the best character in the movie?
Reed.
Silver Surfer.
Johnny.
The thing was absolute fantastic.
Say that again?
No. You heard me. Anyway, I think they have done the characters very well. Really comic accurate. They even made Galactus look good, consider he was a random-ass storm in the movie from 10 years ago.
I also like how the characters are basically world leaders.
And Silver Surfer is hot.
Okay, that's enough. Can't wait for Doomsday.
Don't forget about Sue. She managed to push Galactus back by herself. That's impressive. Let's move on to number 5. Number 5.
John Wick motherfucking ballerina. Easily one of the best action movies of the year.
I know damn well Keanu Reeves came for revenge against Anna, to arms for the amount of torture and harassment he went through during the movie Knock Knock from 10 years ago.
I feel like they could have done better with Norman Reedus' character. I was so hyped to see him, but his screen time was like less than 5 minutes. I was like, that's it.
I know why. It's because they didn't want Pine to take over the movie. Consider he already became the main badass in The Walking Dead. Just be glad he's still alive.
The movie had me hooked since the beginning. It was truly amazing. Such a shame that it flopped in the box office.
I like how they got Evander Scene in this movie. She's a fucking legend, man.
I also like how they got Lance Reddick in this before his passing. Rest in peace, by the way.
The sister is literally one of those characters that were antagonists for most of the movie, and then realizing they're not bad at all, joins forces with the main character for a short while and then dies. We've seen those type of characters like a lot of times. I think the best part of the movie was when Eve soloed the whole town of cultists. Especially that restaurant woman. That shit has me laughing my ass off!
I think the best part was when Eve went up against that one guy with a
For
flamethrower.
me, it was when Eve went up against John Wick. Let's move on to number 4.
Wait. But we haven't even talked about everything yet.
Well, to be fair, I think we mentioned most things in it. And this video is already going long enough.
Whatever. I still think we should have made a movie review about it.
I mean, yeah. Number 4. It had to be this. Chainsaw Man, the Raze arc. First of all, the animation was peak fiction. Second of all, Raze herself. And last of all, fuck Makima.
I wouldn't disrespect Makima like that. She might be hearing you right now.
And Raze is that one girl everyone wants. Don't you agree?
Man, I like Makima more.
She is not really my type. I knew something was off because it was way too good to be true.
What are you, fucking gay?
Oh my fucking god, dude. What's up with weird asses like you always pulling out the he's gay card whenever a dude simply says no to a woman anyway? Not every guy is the same, you douchebag. And not every guy is a fucking simp. I'm surprised that you out of all people say it because you literally have Amy stalking your ass as we speak. And once she sees this video, you're more likely going to die.
He kinda owns you there, Sonic.
Whatever.
Anyway, is it just me, or does Shark Fiend sound like Tanjiro from Demon Slayer?
No, you're not wrong. I knew I recognized that voice from somewhere. Also, he was a great sidekick.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say that during the whole fight, Raze was whooping Denji's ass, dude. She was doing all the combos and everything. She would low-key give Bakugo a run for his money.
I doubt it. As much as I like Makima, I actually felt a little bad for her at the end.
I do kinda wish Power had more to do. She's the most hilarious character in the franchise.
She's low-key kinda fucking annoying.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is.
No, she's
Yes,
not.
she is.
Both of you shut the fuck up. Because of y'all annoying asses, we're moving on to number 3. Number 3. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle.
When I saw Shinobu having one of the biggest faces on the poster, I knew she was going to die. Fuck's sake, man! Why did it have to be her?
Because she was obviously not good enough.
Don't you even dare go there, Shadow.
Just stating the obvious in the nicest way possible. Also, what Shinobu had to go through will never happen to Genya.
Of course it's the dude with a gun.
Because, why not?
Anyway, most of the characters were so fire. Especially Zenitsu. Dude was facing Kaigaku like a boss without any sorts of bullshit going on. He actually locked in. Always love to see it.
Well, I knew that not everyone was gonna have a lot of screen time in the movie, because I heard it's split into 3 parts.
Great. Now we have to wait more than 1,000 days to wait and see how that fraud moves and dies. That's just awesome.
Anyway, can we talk about the main battle in the movie? Tanjiro Kiyuo Nakuza?
Sure. First of all, peak animation. Second of all, the battle was honestly long as hell along with Akuza's backstory.
It wasn't that
And
long.
last of all, the fight scenes are honestly one of the best in the franchise.
I love how Tanjiro and Kyu were fighting with swords, meanwhile Akuza was using his bare hands and feet. I honestly love to see more characters throw hands. But that's just me though. And at the moment Akuza's head got sliced off, he didn't even fucking die at all. Bro was regenerating.
At that moment, yes. But his so-called girlfriend came in his mind and wanted him to rest in peace. So he died anyway.
It sure was an insane and exhausting ass battle.
Agreed. Also, Nezuko was asleep the whole movie.
Oh, trust me, we're gonna see her in action in the next movie. Same goes to Inosuke, Mitsuri, Muichiro, Kanao, and more.
Anyway, I think it's time to move on to number 2. Number 2. Avatar Fire and Ash. One of the most beautiful movies of the year. James Cameron has knocked it out of the park again with the CGI.
I still find it weird that the whole oxygen mask thing spider had is suddenly running out of batteries, consider it wasn't even an issue in the last movie.
Just to prove that regular humans can also live on their planet.
I know, but the way Kiri made Spider breathe air again made me a little uncomfortable.
That moment had me dying. She acts like she was writing him. She also said that it felt good.
Those moans so, they were, how do I say it? Weird. I know some people would call it hot.
Anyway, let's talk about the other characters. Like the main character, Jake Sully.
Well, I mean, Jake Sully is Jake Sully. He had his cool-ass moments, especially when he escaped out of prison. Same goes to Nate Fury. Zerang was a pretty good antagonist.
I'm not sure if I can like her. She just pisses me off, man. Same goes to Nicole O'Neill. I thought he and Jake Sully were gonna join forces. But never fucking mind. He joined forces with a main enemy. Dude is out here like he's Negan from The Walking Dead.
But that's what makes them good antagonists.
True.
Not gonna lie, since this movie still takes place where those water Navis live, some moments made me think I was watching the previous movie again.
Yeah, no shit it does. Pretty sure the third act of the movie started the exact same way the last movie did. And that is by Pandora jumping on a ship and destroying it.
Anyway, the movie was very long, so I can't really talk about everything of the movie. But one thing's for sure, I highly recommend people to watch it because it was very epic. Now let's move on to number 1.
Hey, hold on. We talked so little about the movie. Are you sure you got nothing more to say?
Yes, I'm sure. This video is already going long enough, but before we're gonna talk about the number 1 movie, let's do some honorable mentions. Honorable mentions! The honorable mentions are Final Destination Bloodlines, Megan 2 and Thunderbolts. Even though they're not in the top 10 list, they're worthy enough to be mentioned and all 3 of them are worth watching. Anyway, let's move on to number 1. Number 1.
That's right. Snow White is officially our number 1 movie of the year.
Would you rather have a bullet through your fucking skull? Because I'm 99% close at pulling the goddamn trigger. So speak up.
Okay. Just calm down. It was a joke, you moron. Anyway, our real number 1 movie goes to...
Pizza! Motherfucking 2! aka Peak Fiction. Man, where do I even start? I pretty much enjoyed every second about this movie. From the animation, to the characters, to the music, the fight scenes, cinematography, pretty much everything. I laughed, I smiled, I was cheering and getting emotional. It was just perfect, man. I was extremely doubtful at first. I was like, there is no way it could possibly be that good. So then we watched the first movie and we were actually gassed. It was pretty great. Mesa can be a dickhead at times, but he also had his sweet side. He became a little gremlin because the humans treated him like one. So the first one was pretty good. This one, however, blew up my expectations.
Aobain was the best character.
You're honestly tripping. He's cool, but as soon as Mesa turned into that adult form, he instantly became the goat in this movie.
In my opinion, Shen was one of the best. At first he was more of a bad guy, but now he became a badass and was gonna solo an entire army of his own.
You're not wrong. We also gotta give credit to Mesa's parents.
And Aobain's parents.
You mean, only father. But yeah, anyway, which fight was your favorite?
Well, for me, it was when Mesa annihilated the absolute shit out of that rock lady. She was just chilling, and then Mesa came along and started throwing hands and nearly killed her in her territory. All I said was, damn.
It was brutal for sure. My favorite battle was when Mesa went up against those bandits. Mesa arrived and wanted to defeat all of them, meanwhile they're eating their food with no attention at all. And as soon as Mesa slapped one dude's food away, that bandit started to do the man rock scream. I was fucking dying.
The last thing we're gonna talk about is the villain, Wu Lai-on, who looks more like a giant talking egg.
Say that again?
No. I just have to put it out there. Anyway, I can't believe he really manipulated Mesa into thinking the demons killed the villagers when he was the one that did it. Even though he didn't kill Mesa's parent, but he killed every single villager. That's right, every single villager from the first movie did. Turned into stone like they died by Medusa. And that's why I'm so happy he got his egg ass whooped by both Mesa and Aobain. That's my favorite battle.
I can understand why.
I agree.
I think that's enough now, and there we have it. That is our top 10 favorite movies of the year. This video became longer than it should have been. Does anyone have anything to say?
No.
I'm gonna get out of here. I'm just gonna go get some guns and fuck Rouge.
Bruh. Anyway, if you somehow enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe if you don't want to miss another one. And have a very happy new year. Bye, guys!
Bye, fuckers.
Bye.